Hey, this is Alex Salinas. I am a music producer in the making, and this is Q&A time. Oof, we are starting with the tough questions, right? Well, I would say that something uncommon about it is that it was made by me. So far, all the music that I've been listening to in my life, it's been from other people, and I've created strong connections with it, and I am really looking forward for some of you to have this strong connection with my music. That would be so fulfilling and rewarding. I really want to share music with you, so wait for it. No, not at all. Actually, I'm going to tell you a little story. Not so long ago, I was about to get a degree in mechanical and electrical engineering. I was studying this for a little over 7 years. Yes, 7 years. It took me so long to actually be brave enough to say, this is not my thing. I'm quitting. I've always wanted to do music, even though I didn't know where to start really. So I ended up working in this arts camp in the United States, and it reminded me of how much I really wanted to get involved in the music industry. So I moved to this other city called Guadalajara in Mexico, and I started studying music production, and here I am, just chasing the dream. You know what's fun about these kind of questions? I feel like every time that someone asks me this, I get different answers, and I don't do it on purpose. It's just that I guess that our music taste changes as we grow, and I don't know. The music that I listen to right now, it's not the same music that I will be listening to in a year or two, and I don't know. It's like a back and forth because you listen to music and then you stop listening to it to listen to this other kind of music, but then you go back to it, and I don't know. It's a beautiful process, but I don't know. From the top of my head, albums that I can think about right now that I really like, it would be the album "I See You" by the XX. I just really like the way they pulled it off. It feels so minimalist, but I don't know. It's a great combination of you know electronic and organic elements, and they just pulled it off. Amazing. I had the chance to see them in a music fest. I don't remember the year. I'm gonna say like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was beautiful. It was a great experience, and the song performance. Oh my God, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It's amazing, and live, it's a whole new different experience. It was fantastic. There's another album from this very young Norwegian artist. Her name is Aurora, and her first album, All My Demons Greeting Me as a Friend, was amazing. I remember that I was watching this YouTube video uh, of her performing a few songs of the album, but an acoustic version. And there's this one song called Mortar Song, and the acoustic version was fantastic. I mean, something that I really love about her music. I mean, I like everything about her music. Seriously, I'm a fan. But when you see her live, wow, she just owns the stage. It's amazing. And her body language, everything. She's so connected with her fans and the nature. And I don't know, she's a great artist. If you haven't heard of her, once you finish watching this video, go ahead and do it. You won't regret it. Another album would be Geography by Tom Misch. Actually, one of my best friends showed me this album, and ever since I just can't stop listening to it. It's great. There's a strong connection. I don't know. Everything about his music is so good. The album is fantastic. Uh, he is such a good musician. He makes a lot of things that I don't fully understand yet, but I know that I really like. He is a big influence. Um, another album that I really like is Being So Normal by Peach Pit. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know many other songs that are not part of this album, but this album just blew my mind. So good. I feel like I haven't even paid a lot of attention to the lyrics. It's just that the music itself is fantastic. The very last song of the album, it's called Tommy's Party. Wow, it kind of makes me want to cry. It's just so good. Seriously, I don't know what the song is about, but the music itself, beautiful, beautiful. Uh, sorry about that. Another album. Oh my God, Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance. Oh my God, I can talk about them all day long. I feel like my favorite band when I was younger, it was definitely My Chemical Romance. Like when I was in elementary school and middle school, it was great. I would just play this album in an endless loop, and I was so happy. And it was in an age where I didn't really understand English, so I wasn't sure about what they were saying, but the music was just great. Like even now, My Chemical Romance is one of my favorite bands. I really like their music, and my personal favorite is in this album. You know what they do to guys like us in prison is fantastic. And I still remember when they came to Mexico back in 2007, and I couldn't go there because I was 14 years old, I think, and my parents wouldn't let me go because it was in Mexico City, and they wouldn't let me go there by myself. So yeah, that was I think, I'm not sure actually, but I think that was one of the last times they came, and then they separated, and I didn't get to see them. They got back together not so long ago, so fingers crossed. Well, as far as I can remember, yeah, yeah, definitely. Music's been an important part of my life. It really makes a difference between a good day and a bad day. And about a song or performance that made me say, "Whoa, I really want to do that." One of the performances I remember that really stayed in my head for a long time was watching Linkin Park live. That was mesmerizing. It's just watching Chester Bennington do his thing on stage. It's unbelievable. He has an amazing voice, and I don't know. I feel like if I were him, I would have a sore throat after every show, but he pulls it off so well. And I'm so sad he passed away. Um, he was so young. It was way too early, and I'm also so lucky I got the chance to see him at least once. Yeah, well, I wouldn't consider myself an artist yet. I'm working on it, but I am not. I'm definitely not yet. But something I really love is getting on stage and just let myself go. It's an amazing experience. It's just like another person or entity takes control of myself, and just the magic happens. Being on stage is great because it makes the hard work and sleepless nights composing and, giving shape to the music you're doing completely worth it. I want to get better at the craft. I want to improve my music skills as time goes and hopefully leave a legacy that I can feel proud of. Lately I've noticed that a nice bass line and some good synth sounds really draw my attention, like right away. Synths spice up music in such a fantastic way, and properly used, it can be of the likes of those who like traditional instruments, traditional sounds, and also those who are attracted to electronic sounds. So, this is a perfect combination. Before I started studying music production, I was more of a singer. I've always loved singing, but when it comes to create a whole piece of music, that's when the challenge starts. I'm still working on truly understanding music theory and how to properly use it on my favor. And yeah, it's a tough but beautiful process. I'm definitely more of a melodic person. Yeah, I guess that's the consequence of being a singer, right? Sometimes a melody just pops in my mind, and that's the starting point. Although I found that it is challenging to harmonize it, but I'm working on it. Yes, absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. One of the things that I really like about studying music production is that it is a great networking opportunity. I mean, I've been there just for a little less than a year, and I feel so lucky I'm having the chance to meet such talented people, and honestly, I'm counting down the days to create some music with them. I mean, a lot of great things can happen when different minds join together to just make music. So if you want to collaborate, if you feel like doing it, just hit me up and let's do it. Well, we were just talking about collaboration and how great it is. And I feel like Song Stuff helps you on this because it looks like it already has a big community being part of it. So, this industry is full of incredibly talented people, and if you play your cards properly, I'm sure that something great will happen. Success is waiting for you, so I'm sure that Song Stuff is going to help you out. Find the right people to work with. Oh boy. What would I say? I would say stop watching TV right now. Cut it off. Shorten the time that you use to play video games to do something more productive. Um, if you really want music as your lifestyle, well, learn to play an instrument. Seriously, it's gonna help you out a lot. And don't try to do things to fulfill someone else's expectations. Stay true to yourself. Follow your dreams and don't be scared of changes. Life is tough and it's full of challenges, but you got this, all right? You got this.